Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back subscribers. Thank you for coming back to watch these videos. Hope you are enjoying them. And visitors, new audience, welcome back. All right, so you must be wondering, what is she making today? Well, as the title suggests, I am making pickles. Yes, you heard me. This is actually my first time making pickles. I had a lot of cucumbers from the garden, so we harvested cucumbers. Cucumbers, I didn't know it grew like weed. Like it keeps producing over and over and over. So we had a lot of pickles harvested. We ate some as salad, used some for different things. So I had some left, and I was talking to my mom the other day, and I told her I had so much cucumber left that I've even given my neighbors some, and I still had more left. So she said, "Have you thought about making pickles?" And she gave me her recipe. Yes, I didn't know my mom knew how to make pickles. So guess what? I am making it only with a twist, obviously. I added a few things here and there to tweak it. But this is my mom's recipe. All right, so I have my jars here, already washed and cleaned, dried, ready to go. I have just 4 jars here. I'll be making 4. And then pickle, I think it's very easy to make. Just you need vinegar, a little apple cider vinegar as well. That's optional. The main ingredient is vinegar. And then you can either make your pickle sweet or sweet and salty. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of sweet, savory, or you can just make it like the dill pickles, just strictly salt. All right, so here are my pickles. Yes, I planted 2 species of pickles. I have the white species that looks different, and then I have the green species, the light green, and then you have the dark green species. So I'm just giving it a wash, thorough wash, to make sure I don't have anything on it like soil from the garden, nothing of the sort. So I'm just giving it a good wash here. And now here are my main ingredients. I'll add more along the way. I have peppercorn, black peppercorn. I have dill, it's optional as well. I have my apple cider vinegar, I have my white vinegar, salt, and then sugar, and then onions. My mom reminded me to put some onions. It's very good in sandwiches. So here I have cut my pickles in 2 ways. I cut it in long strips, what we're used to, and then I cut it in the circular disc form. All right, so that's about it. Here I'm adding the white vinegar to just about a cup of apple cider vinegar. So I put in a cup of apple cider vinegar, and then I added some white vinegar, and now I'm adding water. All right, so I'm going to let that heat up. So in the meantime, I have garlic, another ingredient. I'm going to put that in the jar. You can add more garlic if you want. I don't want it to be too strong, so I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm also adding my peppercorn. I got the mixed variety, so you can see some red, some white, some black, so the medley kind. I'm adding that to my jars, and then we're going to go ahead and add the pickles. So 2 jars will contain onions, and then 2 jars will just be strictly pickles. The ones with onions will be onions and pickle combined. So this is the one without onions. I'm just adding the dill leaves. I don't know if dill actually gives it an extra flavor, but I see it a lot, especially in the stores. So I'm just going to add it. Add in a little bit more of the peppercorn. And then we're going to do that to the next jar. All right, same. And then I'm going to add 1 or 2 chili sticks. My brother suggested this actually. So I had a conversation with him. We're just talking about gardening, talking about, what we have in our gardens. And he said, hey, if you're making pickle, you can add some chili. So I thought about it. That's a good idea. So let me try with chili. I don't think it will be that spicy, but it may add a little bit of a smoky, peppery flavor. All right. And then I'm adding jalapeno peppers from the garden as well. The jalapeno pepper is not too spicy, but it has a natural, almost like a greeny, earthy flavor. So I'm going to add it to that. So now we're done with just the pickle version. So we're going to add more to a new jar. This time we're going to combine the pickles and onions. Okay, so now that we have the onions in there, we're going to add sugar. So remember I said 2 jars will have, the sweet flavor, and then 2 would just be strictly salt flavor. So we're adding sugar. You can add as much as you want. So I don't want it to be too sweet, but I'm adding about, say, 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, that should be good enough. And then we are going to add a little bit of salt. All right, and then we're going to add salt in the others. So that should be good enough. Then I'm now going to add our vinegar solution. So it has cooled down, it's no longer hot, but it's warm at this point. So we're just going to add it, top it up, cover the jar, and store it in the refrigerator, and it's ready to go. Okay, so just if you're wondering, I'm just shaking it so that the sugar dissolves. So that we have some sugar crystals at the bottom, so I'm just shaking that, and once you do that, it's going to dissolve seamlessly. So it needs to be in these jars for a minimum of, I'll say for me though, 24 hours. So once it's 24 hours, I just have it out in the sun here. No special reason, just part of the filming process. And then now, here's the next day. I'm going to have a taste before we use it for sandwiches. We can use it for hot dogs. We can use it for all sorts of things. If you like that vinegary, dill, sweet flavor, the onion variety, the one with onions, oh, delicious. I told my mom, hey, it worked. She was like, yes, 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 that she made it a long time ago. She used to make pickles. All right, guys, so that's my time. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.